I've had reps going, oh my God, I have people calling me going, what are you doing calling me, with what's going on in the world. Hey everybody, John Costigan here. So good to see everybody. I hope you're hanging in there, you guys, with everything going on in the world. Let me give you something. I think I'm going to talk about something that maybe you fall into this category or not. It's called the dirty little secret of sales. And I'm actually going to give you a quick little action plan and give you some tips here in terms of what you can do to hopefully continue to try to fix yourself if you're having some challenges, and I'll get out of your hair. So really quick, number one, the dirty little secret. I was exercising this week and I was walking around the neighborhood. I ran into a couple gentlemen within like 10 seconds of each other. So next thing you know, we're all standing about 10, 15 feet from each other. And we start talking about obviously our families and what's going on and how all that's going first. And then from there, it then moved to, hey, by the way, how's this affecting your business? And one of he's a president of a company. He said, well, it's interesting, John, you know what the dirty little secret is? I go, well, there's a few of them. What's yours? He goes, well, the dirty little secret in my world right now is that I don't think we've really spent enough time working with field reps, because the dirty little secret is this. If you're a field rep, if you're in field sales, you should already know how to get into an account, prospect or cold call, because you did it when you're in your 20s and 30s. And so we've kind of left them alone because they've been around, they're mature, they're confident, all that stuff, right? He goes, well, when you have a field sales rep who hasn't done this for a long time, or you have even account managers where all they did was really work with existing customers, not prospecting, the challenge is, he goes, you're thinking, yes, these folks get it, and we're seeing some gaps that they don't, or if they do, they're not really good at it. He said, so now we're asking them to start to change their skill set or modify what they did when they were younger to try to go, okay, I need you to get back on the phone and cold call and prospect. So the dirty little secret is I'm thinking they're all good at this and they're not, especially my field reps. Now, of course, if you're an inside rep, it's also difficult for you too, because it got a lot harder in the world right now just to reach out to people with everything going on. I mean, I've heard the excuses of, I've had reps going, oh my God, I have people calling me going, what are you doing calling me, with what's going on in the world. So I get that that's going on as well. Let me give you a quick little action plan here, because then after he told me this, he said, so what do you recommend? I said, don't overcomplicate it, keep it simple. I said, number one, you have to make sure that your reps acknowledge it. If you're a field rep and you're in your 40s or 50s or 30s, I don't care how old you are, but if you are very good at what you were doing, maybe going face-to-face meetings, and now you can't do face-to-face anymore, you now have to acknowledge, damn it, I need to stop what I'm doing and change it up. Because if I keep selling the way I was selling, we're going to have a problem. Because the world has changed the way they're buying. The world has changed the way how we're gaining trust from people in a lot of ways, right? Just in terms of mutual calls, conversations, all of it. So at the end of the day, you got to acknowledge it. I mean, it's okay to go, yeah, I suck at this. I haven't done it for 20 years. I got to now do this again. Okay, number one, acknowledge it. Number two, come up with a plan. I don't care if it's online training. I don't care if it's role playing with other reps. Whatever you need to do, whatever other practice methodology you have to where you start to get good at this, come up with a plan of how you're going to get better. And then number three, now do it. It's interesting. I know there was I think it was an oil baron in Texas. I think it was Bunker Hunt. He once said, hey, listen, he said, success is pretty easy. He said, know what you want, be willing to pay the price, and now play it, and now pay it. Well, I'm kind of looking at this the same way. Know what you want. Well, in this case, I want you to acknowledge what you don't have. Acknowledge that you got a problem. And it takes courage to do that, you guys. It takes courage to go, I suck at this. Okay? Then number two, once you acknowledge it, now let's put together a plan to fix it. And then three, now fix it. Now do it. And stick with your plan. Okay? So that's what I'm thinking. And so one of the things I referenced about the online training, I said to this gentleman, I go, here, I just did this. I was charging for it. It's now free, and I have all these different courses, from basics and fundamentals to prospecting, cold calling, to closing, to objection handling. All these courses. And what I did is I partitioned one of these off and just gave it to free, which was free Costigan Training University. And I had it at I had this for free. 5-6 months ago, this was $1,000 for the whole enchilada. Then I knocked it down to $200 something. Now it's $20 for the whole darn thing. And by the way, the people who bought it at the higher price, I gave their money back. I said, listen, you bought this a while ago. Here's your money back. It's not fair. No one knew this was going to go on in the world. Take your money back. I said, but you can have the whole darn thing for $20, $19.95. So he was like, I'm on it. I said, well, yeah, you can go help a bunch of people for $20. I said, number one. Number two is I'm also going live every single day. I'm not every day, but on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So Tuesdays and Thursdays on YouTube. Just make sure you subscribe. Then hit that little alert bell, because it'll send you an alert going, hey, he's live right now. And it's Tuesdays, Thursdays at 12, 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. 12:30 Eastern Standard Time, Tuesdays and Thursdays. We'll be live with reps, managers, what have you, to be able to answer your questions on some of the gaps and the challenges that you're facing. So really simple. That's what we're trying to do to help people. And pretty much I've knocked it down to $20 just so I can keep the dang site going. Okay. And yeah, my goal is still to help 1 million people on the free stuff. And if they want to get the other stuff for $20, great. But listen, the dirty little secret is if you're a rep who's been around forever, your people think you should be really good at something, don't beat yourself up, because if you haven't done it for a while, you won't be good at it. It doesn't come natural just reaching for that phone and overcome those objections, those prospects, how to get to the right person, right conversation, all of it. That's hard, especially today. Go get them, have fun. Hope everybody's safe. See ya. Hey, so thanks for watching. We hope we put a smile on your face at some point in time. Number 2, click on the link below to get free Costigan Training University. And then the third thing is this. Look us up on YouTube. Every Tuesday, Thursday, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we go live. Make sure you subscribe, hit the reminder button so you don't miss it. We'll see you. Good selling.